Big C Nation, welcome back. It is my pleasure to bring to you the first set of matches, the Week 1 games of the Big C Invitational Season 2. Got a great set of matches to start off this week. Some exciting returning players and some new blood in the league. See how they do. Excited for a few of them. Actually, excited for all of them. I think these players are already learning quite quick. The level of competition has definitely risen since the first season. Also adding 2 extra teams, so 10 teams total, really dilutes the Pokemon that these guys can get. So all these teams are more competitive, working across the board. Here for our first match, we have a little bit of a grudge match. Jack, the reigning champion, against August Spectre. I believe these guys faced off in the semifinals last year, the playoffs. Jack took him down pretty handedly, so August is looking for a little bit of revenge. What an exciting Week 1 match. Let's get into it. Starting off, we have the Cloister, which is good at bowling Hariyama. 3 fingers for 3 holes. Spikes versus knockoff trade. We change the viewpoint so we get the spikes actually representing on the team, or on the side. Switching out into Slowbro. Slowbro can wall that Hariyama pretty well, with the Tickle monsters coming in. Doesn't want to be Ember Slowbro. Pretty bad special defense. For RBG, coming in, possibly representing Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Maybe, maybe not. Can substitute pretty freely on this Slowbro. Doesn't really take a lot of damage. And then passing out to Hariyama. It's going to drop to a Surf though. So just a easy entry point for Hariyama. I don't know if it wants to take a Psychic though. Knockoff gonna make Stop Bro. That's annoying, but that Psychic's gonna do a lot. Hariyama needs to exit right now. Ooh, Protect to just get a little bit of extra chip healing, scout out the moves. Tickle monster returning, doesn't mind getting paralyzed, but that Psychic going to do a ton. Ooh. Rest with Lumberry is interesting, but it's right back to the same amount of HP. Jack opting just to get his spikes down and sacrifice the Amistar. The Slipper looks... Ooh, and Anthony Davis has entered the field. Combined up in the face of Slowbro. Raikou can be very annoying to deal with. That Surf doing nothing really here. Hidden Power, probably Hidden Power Grass. Maybe expecting some kind of switch in. And this Raikou is chipped and paralyzed. Not exactly where it wants to be. And Trapinch, a single log has entered the field. Trapping it with Arena Trap. Protect. Ooh. Possibly scouting out some moves. Getting a little leftovers chip. And wow, that I can't believe that did not kill. I mean, Raikou's is dead to rights here, does to anything else, but can't believe that didn't kill right there. Raikou just stalling out a turn, giving Cloister some chip healing. Oh no, Cloister does not have leftovers. I wonder what item that is. Oh, it was knocked off. I bet. Hariyama back in. Threatens Cloister super effectively, but Cloister does have pretty high base defense. I believe 180 base defense, so Breaker Cross Shot, not going to do a ton here. Not going to get a spike down. And Whirlwind. Genghis Khan the Conqueror is coming in, setting up the rain. August 3 water types. shown so far, so the rain definitely pretty good on his side. But this Hariyama can really stall it out with Protect, and honestly might still be able to tank at least one surf here. And there we go. Whirlwinding out, and Cloister does have surf. It will be boosted by the rain, but we've seen Hariyama can just protect to stall it out, so only one more turn of rain here. Ooh, the focus punch on the Protect. Interesting Protect here. Not really much value you get. You just stall at your own rain. That surf would have taken out Hariyama if he just clicked it. Or maybe it wouldn't have, but it would have done more damage than this one. And not given him leftovers healing. Jack opting just to keep clicking focus punch. All his moves are revealed. August knows all that Hariyama can do is knock him off. Jack opting just to stall this out a little bit longer. August knows all he has to do is keep clicking surf. And now the champ is on the back foot. Nearly Hypno has sub, who using spikes. 3 spikes down, and the reflect is up. Surf doing nothing to this Hypno. Solid special defense stat. Alright, is Hypno going to pass this? Substitute on. Let's see here. It is. Who's it going into? Doug Trio. That's an interesting one. Doug Trio can probably only 2-hit Cloister here, but it will eliminate it. Interesting switch out there. Oh, choosing to get an entry point for... Sacrificing Hypno to get an entry point for Flygon. Ooh, nice substitute there on the Protect turn. Not sure why August would Protect there, but good on Jack to call that out. Don't know how he predicted that, because there's no reason August should ever do that. Now Flygon behind the sub is faster than the Kingdra. Earthquake doing a lot to Chansey. Chansey notoriously weak on the physical side. And Chansey's down. Aerodactyls enter the field. Looks to be a sub Lychee set. Rock Slide. Going to put some pressure on. August switching out to Kingdra just to sacrifice it. Doesn't want to have more than one Pokemon. Wants to finish this with only Aerodactyl. Not sure what hidden power that is. Not super effective. Substituting down, trying to get that Pinch Berry. Flygon substituting as well. Notably does not have a... does he have a Pinch Berry as well? Ooh, he's subbing it down to a Salac Berry. This now outspeeds Aerodactyl. Winning this interaction. Well played from Jack here. Maybe a little bit of a throw from Augie, kind of letting a few of his Pokemon die for free. Jack tried to throw and August gave it right back to him. What an exciting first match from two of our elite players of the BCI. Moving on to our second match, we have 2 new players. Dean on the left versus Justin, our Team Garf, on the right. We heard a little bit of words from Justin in the preseason interviews. Both these guys, I'm not sure how much Pokemon experience they have. I assume they played it as a kid, but other than that, quite new. I know Justin has been doing a ton of work. But again, let's see if it pays off. Ooh. Best friends enter the field versus the Boom Boom. We're going to see a turn 1 explosion. Meteor Mash actually doing a ton, and the attack raise. That's scary. Umbreon cursing up, but I think it's still dead to yes. With the attack raise. Diglett not going to do too much. Trapping and getting some good chip here, but man, this one's going fast. God of Thunder's entered the field, and Cradily can tank anything that Zapdos does. Paralysis a little bit unfortunate, but ooh, and the Toxic, nice switch there. Sweet Dreams, maybe alluding to a Sleep Powder set. Ooh, a Curse, that's interesting. Either way, threatened by this Moltres, has to switch out. Rihanna coming in, she is a star. Starmie is solid, switch into Moltres. Ooh, the Thunder Wave. Would have been nice to hit that Moltres, but now just giving Melodic a little bit of extra defense. Venusaur is actually being a nice switch in this game. Can't Sleep Powder something that's already status, but Venusaur seems like it can sit in front of this Melodic pretty easy. There's a Starmie of Thunderbolt. Opting to Thunder Wave again. Interesting. Possibly predicting a switch. Starmie and Venusaur can kind of keep switching back and forth against this Melodic. Both of them are pretty... not too scared about being poisoned, but it doesn't look like this Starmie can do anything back, only firing off Thunder Waves. Starmie can switch out to cure this poison, but I know you see it. Dean deciding he wants to set up in front of this. Not a bad move. I mean, depending what coverage he has now, forcing a switch. Carl's coming in, lowering that attack though. And the Leech Seed. Yeah, Venusaur looks to be pretty important this match. Don't want to let that drop. If you can get enough curse boosts, maybe 1v1 most of Justin's Pokemon, but that Moltres is sitting in the back. Always have to be scared of that. And this looks to be Choice Band Metagross. Explosion here goes hard. Dean does not have a good answer, and Explosion's going to drop that. That's such a powerful attack. That was a crucial takedown for Justin. Without Venusaur, I don't think he can match up into that Melodic. Yeah, there's just nothing that can take down this Cradily right now. Especially now that it's paralyzed, there's no way to Toxic it and bring it down. I think that's the only hope that Dean would have against this Cradily. Ooh, and Suction Cups running the Roar. Can't even get rid of it if you wanted to. Starmie coming back in. Recovering up, but is just going to keep losing to the Giga Drains. Toxic putting on a timer. Ice Beam does okay damage, and with enough paralysis, can maybe break through this. That's what Dean's hoping for right now. Switching out to Charizard, that's scary. This thing has Rock Slide. And Recover, wow. Dylan. Not sure I get what that is, but ooh. Rock Slide on the belly drum. If that was... Yeah, Dean was really hoping for a paralysis that turn. Max attack Charizard might have been able to take this thing out, but definitely was going to need to get a little bit lucky. Unfortunately for Dean, it looks like the cards are all on the table. The Cradily looks to be unbeatable for the rest of his team. Unfortunate matchup. Good on Justin for identifying how important this Cradily is. Especially after taking out that Venusaur with the Metagross Explosion. It's one of the good things about, one of the best things actually about Choice Band Metagross is you can use Explosion to just really ensure that one thing dies. You identify what the crux of their team is, take it out, and then the other stuff can go wild. And now a single Toxic will seal the deal. I will speed this up. Almost a foregone conclusion. Ooh, Hydro Pump's interesting. But not going to do anything to Melodic. That thing is way too bulky. And I'm quite confident it has Recover. Hydro Pump missing, but Starmie is dead to rights. GG to Dean for his first game. And for Justin. First dub of the season. Moving on, we have another newcomer, Zach, on the right, longtime viewer of the channel. Thank you, Zach. And Oski P. Oscar, I believe, also lost in semifinals last year. He lost to the other Augie, Jagan, as some might know, who decided to opt out of the BCA Season 2. He will be back, so Jagan fans, do not fret. Yeah, this guy's matchup, can't remember who's on these guys' teams, but let's see. Salaman's lead. Homage to his old friend Jagan. Ooh, the Skyrim nicknames. Fitting, being against the Dragon. And Oscar's Rock coming in. No, he was very happy to get that in the draft. Regirock happy to stay in versus this Blissey, firing off rock slides. Advar gonna take that just fine, threatening out with either Earthquake or Hydro Pump. Let's see what he clicks. Regice coming in. Ooh, Ice Beam predicting the Salamence. Can Regice actually threaten the Swampert though? Earthquake doing a decent amount. Ooh, Hidden Power Grass. Regice wins this interaction now. The Swampert leaves. Cicero, the jokester, coming in. And it's frozen. What a cruel joke. One last prank. Thawing out the first turn, though. Fire Blast doing a decent amount, but Regice still hanging on. Returning with the Thunderbolt. Houndoom should be able to kill this thing with the Fire Blast. Oh, predicting with the Pursuit, and it doesn't kill. That's surprising. Regice can't really come in on anything now, but Houndoom is going to be forced to leave, and Zach's check to this Regirock. And Swampert might just be too low. And the Clamps is in, going for the Ice Beam again, another predict. Swampert is chip healing back up. Does he have Protect? No. Bringing in Jolteon into the Clamperl. Wow. That is interesting. I believe Blissey is just the play there. I mean, Blissey was a little bit low. Clamperl is quite threatening, folks. It has an item, I believe, Deep Sea Tooth. Doubles its special attack, so it can actually reach quite high levels of special attack. Very scary Pokemon. Doesn't really do much besides that, but does fire off pretty powerful Surfs. Jolteon, not great special defense, so never really a good defensive answer there. Blissey coming in, let's see how much this Surf does. 31 could have maybe taken that, but with the crit, Blissey would have been dead anyways. Gardevoir tracing a natural cure. We'll be able to heal off this paralysis. Trey is such a fun ability. Don't believe wins this interaction though. Yeah, the best I can do is burn the Blissey, but it's not going to do too much. Blissey can slowly wear this thing down with Seismic Toss. If it gets low enough, though, maybe we can... Salamence can enter on a seismic toss or a soft boat and threaten. Actually, I believe you just need Blissey low enough. I can't be full health if you want to KO it. Mean look, interesting. Can't leave to heal it back up, but Gardevoir is just going to die here. Does Gardevoir get Perish Song, maybe? I wonder if that was his plan. To take this thing down. And the rock is back in. Focus Punch. Zach with Nerves of Steel here. Ulfric Strong Cloak will not be intimidated by a mere rock. Does not Focus Punch on this turn. Opting for that Rock Slide instead. It's still great damage down on the Beetle. Haven't seen it do much this. Is that surprisingly little damage? I mean, I wonder if that was... It must be Choice Band. I don't see a berry. Going to take it out either way, though. But Salamence is a great entry point here. Yeah, Brickbeck resisted and intimidated. Salamence does not mind taking that at all. And now nothing really wants to come in on Salamence. Brick, nice predict on the Blissey coming in. Fairly safe as it hits with Blissey and Houndoom and everything else is low. And John Skyrim, everyone's favorite Skyrim character. Takes a lot, but Jinx does outspeed Salamence, so Salamence is going to have to leave, sacking the Regice. A Calm Mind there would have been really interesting. Might have possibly won the game. If it can take out... I don't know if Calm Mind plus Psychic takes out Clamperl. Might be a little too low for the... Yeah, there we go. The doubled special attack. One Calm Mind boost is not going to protect it. And I believe this does 30% to Blissey. Blissey does outspeed in soft boiled. Ooh, and the Toxic. Ensuring it can 1v1 the Blissey if it has to. Something will have to take... Oh, Protect even stall it out more. I guess Clamperl doesn't really do much else besides surfing, so you might as well put this on there. Paralyzed Clamperl doesn't really change much. Things are already really slow. Yeah, spreading around paralysis is pretty good if you have threats that need to outspeed things. Or if they have a lot of threats that are kind of fast and crippled by, or rely on their speed stat. But if not, it makes it so Blissey has a hard time 1v1ing stuff. Because Clamperl can kind of just sit here. And protecting to, I guess, scout out the move. Mega Horn is identified, and Salamence can come in on that pretty easily. A miss anyways. And now what does Salamence click? Man, this Beetle cannot hit anything. Brick Break fairly safe there, might as well. I believe Brick Break just kills Houndoom again. Houndoom is a little bit faster, but outside of HP Ice cannot really take this out. The burn. The burn is interesting, maybe keeping it alive. Blissey, I believe, can 1v1 this now. Though Blissey does just lose to Clamperl as we see the Toxic. Bringing in the Clamperl, Blissey healing up. If Blissey can switch out still, then hitting off the Toxic, but Clamperl does not have leftovers. Actually, maybe Blissey does win. And a Toxic miss, that's huge. Clamps goes down. Oscar protecting just to give Zach a little bit of extra chip heal. What a nice guy. Ice Beam fairly safe there, might as well. I see, ooh, Breloom last. That's not what you want to see if you're Zach. Yeah, Breloom threatening. I don't know if that crit mattered. Possibly did. But that is good game. Mach Punch was going to take this thing out. There we go. Breloom on the back. What a scary Pokemon. Shout out to Oscar. Congratulations on the win and the new job. Moving on, we have another new player. Teleco, or Billy, as some of y'all might know him as, versus Kevin. Returning player, Dr. Kev, sorry. Let's check these guys out. Billy has a very scary team. You see the Ninjask. What an annoying Pokemon. Typhlosion, not a bad matchup to start. Substituting maybe for a miss. Ooh, and Rock Slide. Much higher hit chance than Fire Blast, so smart move on Kevin there. Kevin keeping up the pressure. Billy just trying to get enough speed to pass to something. Substituting, fishing for a miss. If he can get a miss and pass a substitute, that's quite scary. I think Typhlosion gets Roar. I don't know if Kevin would have it on here though. And a Baton Pass to the Poliwrath. Now this thing is scary. Not threatened at all by Typhlosion. Maybe Thunder Punch does a little bit, but Typhlosion does not want to stay in. Switching out to the Celebi. Celebi does do pretty well into this. But the Belly Drum with that much speed, now this is scary. Let's see what it has. Hidden Power Bug, most likely. Definitely going to take that thing out. Vaporeon. Poliwrath probably does not have any water moves, so Vaporeon does not want to take this anyways. Kevin protecting, maybe just scout out what it has. Brick. Some good information, don't know if it'll matter though. Donphan coming in, can take one Brick Break. But if you faint in 2 hits and are outsped, it's not really a safe switch in. And Donphan's down, Snorlax is back. And Snorlax is just going to go down to a max attack Brick Break. Wow, this is turning out to be quite a quick match. Scizor, I don't think Scizor actually can take a Brick Break. Not that great of defense. Definitely not enough to take a 4x attack Poliwrath. It's one Mad Toad. A Frog. Or is it still a Tadpole? Either way, this Poliwrath is on a rampage. Only Vaporeon left alive. Most likely drops to 2 Brick Breaks here. Or a single one. Wow, that was a quick match. 13 turns. Billy with the maybe a little bit of a cheese strategy, but cheese strategies are still strategies. Entering the league with a bang. Taking out a returner in quite a convincing fashion. Wow, good game to Billy. Moving on to our final match of the week, we have Liam, or Chef Lammy. A newcomer to the league, former roommate, and Adam, returning from last year. Adam had a pretty good run, maybe a little bit unlucky in playoffs, lost in the quarterfinals, but is back for revenge this year. Let's see how these two duke it out. Rhydon coming in versus 2 Spoons. Love his music. Forcing the switch out. Earthquake going to do a ton to this Miltank. I did not know that Miltank's shiny looked like that. Miltank putting down a Toxic. Or Oscar is, I guess. Going to die another hit. Does it have Milk Shrink maybe to stall another turn? Hidden Power Grass. Maybe should have just clicked that earlier. Big Head coming in. Rhydon can't take much. Fortress, though. Interesting nickname came from Liam. 8 is here to stay. Ooh, and the mixed Gyarados. That's an interesting set. Don't see that too often. And how many Oscars does this guy have? Which does not mind being Thunderwave. Oh, the focus punch. I know he's trying to do. Ooh, hidden power ghost. That must be choice band damage. That is unfortunate. Liam was trying to predict the Tyranitar in the back. Ends up losing to the hidden power ghost set. That is unfortunate. I believe every Pokemon in this game has been shiny so far. Dragonite can possibly get a lot of stuff done if he gets enough Dragon Dances up. Yeah, Choice Band Registeel. You can just set up for free in front of this guy. One more Dragon Dance probably would do it. Don't know what he has in the back here. Does this one hit the Alakazam? Yes, it does. Is Adam throwing? Possibly. The Intimidate going to drop the attack crucially. That's why you needed more Dragon Dances against the Registeel. But Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt covers this Ice Beam. I think both Dragon or Dragon adjacent things using some nice special coverage to surprise their opponent. But Dusclops is into the field. Medicham. Medicham coming in. Shadow Ball is going to do a lot here. Too much to make a substitute. And a third Oscar has entered the field. Pain Split. Making this this guy really annoying. Is this a special Tyranitar? Ooh, physical with the Rock Slide, or at least just has Rock Slide. This thing should end up 1v1ing. Hidden Power, interesting. Possibly Hidden Power Grass to hit the Rhydon. Looks to be a pretty standard mixed Tyranitar. I assume Fire Blast and maybe one more coverage move in the back. Crunch seems like it would have gone hard here. Crunch and Pursuit, two ghost types to take out. Bringing back in Medicham. Can take the Seismic Toss, but Shadow Ball is going to do a lot here. Liam opting to sacrifice Rhydon. Can take the Shadow Ball, but will die to, I guess anything next turn. Psychic, that's an interesting tech. Don't see that too much on Medicham. This Electrode's quite threatening. Can definitely outspeed. Does he just blow up? Yes, he does. Nice play by Oscar to predict the switch, or predict the blow up. And now Shadow Ball should take this thing out. Nicely played in the end game there from Adam. An overall solid play from Liam too. Definitely some good action from the newcomer. Adam making a statement though. He's played this before. He knows what's up. He's been around the block. Getting that first win, definitely important. Let's take a look at the rankings. And after 1 week, we have Billy, Justin, Oscar, Jack, and Adam with 1 win. Augustine, Kevin, Zach, and Liam with 1 loss. Billy taking the tiebreaker right now with the season differential, winning his match 6-0. Billy and Justin coming in hot, handedly winning their matchups. While only 3 of the returners have got wins in the first week. We have August and Kevin slacking a little bit on the returner side, though August did play returner, so we could ignore that though. Let's take a look ahead into week 2. We can expect Billy versus Liam. Matchup of the newcomers, both look pretty strong. August and Adam another grudge match. August is who eliminated Adam in the playoffs last year. Kevin and Jack, another returner matchup. And Justin and Zach, newcomer match. Let's see if how these two place out amongst the newcomer rankings. Then Dean and Oscar. Looks like it's a little matchup flop or a swap between Zach, Justin, Dean, and Oscar going to play themselves all between themselves early. That's pretty funny. Anyways, Big C Nation, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Bye.